Hey, how's it going? This is Rob from Justin's Toys, and today I'm going to show you how to make the Flexafish, aka the flat Hexafish. And as you can see, for reference, I have a regular Hexafish provided here, and as you can see, it's round, and this is the original Hexafish that was designed by me. But since then, I have made it a variation called the Flexafish, which is a flat hexafish. And as you can see, it's very thin on one side, and then you turn it, and then it's straight. So it is a flat version of the hexafish. And great thing is, it takes the same amount of bands as the regular hexafish, and it could be made on one loom. Alright, so without wasting your time, let's get to it. Alright, so to get started, what you want to do is set up your loom. You only need one large base, one small base, and two bar pins. And the first bar pin you want to set in the middle. If you're right-handed, have the arrow pointing that way and set it up like so. If you're left-handed, have the arrow pointing that way and set it up. I'm right-handed, so I'm just going to put this in like this. Then secure the other side with the small base. And then you want to take your other bar pin and put it in the opposite direction and place it down so that it is perfectly aligned. Okay, so as you can see, it's perfectly aligned. So I'm going to push down, and the reason why you want to put it in opposite directions is so that you can get into the groove. I'm right-handed. I can easily access this groove from this way, and then when I spin my loom around to get the other three sides, I can go in this way. So your setup is good as long as you have at least 3 pegs in the center between the gaps, and as you can see I have 5. I'm going to be using these 3 pegs, and this is going to be the rectangle which I am using to make up my flat hexafish. Right, so my setup on the loom is complete, and I'm ready to begin. Okay, the first thing you want to do is grab your first band. For this video, I'm going to be making a rainbow flat hexafish, which is going to be all different colors. I have 9 colors in total, but you're free to use however many colors as you choose. And if you look at the description of the video, I'll also give you a function which you can use to calculate how many bands you need to go completely around your wrist. So what I'm going to do is grab my first band and I'm going to cap it. You cap it by taking 2 pointer fingers, one in between each end of the rubber band, and you're going to turn it so that it's an 8, and then you're going to bring the finger back to itself. Okay, hold on to both ends. 2 sides are over here, 2 sides are over here, and I'm going to apply it to the bottom 3 pegs, just like so. Alright, next I'm going to grab my next color, which is going to be fuchsia, and it's very important that you follow these instructions carefully, because if you don't, you will not have a nice flat hexafish. If you take a look here, this flat hexafish is very aligned as much as it possibly can be, where it's straight, but there are flat hexafishes that do not look as appealing. As you can see, you want to distribute the tension of each band evenly so that this is going to be as flat and symmetric as possible. And in order to do that, you want to take your band and go diagonally and using your hook, you're going to help it have evenly distributed tension. So take your hook and you're going to pull down this way. Then you're going to pull up this way so it kind of looks like a bow tie. And then you're going to pull this one down, the center of the top, down, and get back in this groove and pull this fuchsia center back up. So it's going to kind of look like a crown. Alright? And now once you do that, you want to bring this first rubber band that you had put on the bottom 3 pegs up and to the center, just like so. Then you're going to push down so you can make space for the next band. And now you're going to grab your next rubber band and do the same exact thing you did to the one prior. Go diagonally across. Again, remember, use your hook to help you. Go down, go up, go down, get in there, and go up. Okay? Now you're going to do this one more time before you are ready to begin looping. Again, from the bottom left to the top right, diagonally straight. Use your hook, bring this down, bring this one up, bring this one down, and then bring this one up. Okay, just like the regular Hexafish, it is very important to make sure that your bands are aligned and not overlapping. So organization is key, because if it's not organized, then it will not come out right. And this is a bracelet that takes over an hour, so you do not want to have any bands in the wrong order. So as you can see, these are overlapping improperly. If I push down properly every single step of the way, that would minimize the chance of that happening. Okay, so now since I have 3 bands on each peg, I can bring that bottom single band up and over, and bring the bottom single band up and over, bottom single band up and over, and then now rotate. And this is why the bar pins are in opposite directions, because now conveniently I can just go into the groove and pull that up, and that is going to save a lot of time going forward. Now grab your next band, and again, bottom left peg to the top right peg. Okay, bring this one down, bring this one up, bring this one down, and bring this one up. Okay? And again, it is just one band that we are bringing up. Okay, push down to make space for your next band, and we're going to grab our next color, go over, again bring this one down, bring this one up, this one down, and this one up. Again, just like before, just the bottom band is coming up and over. I'll give you another angle so you can see it's going up and over to the center. Over here, up and over to the center. Rotate it. Have that bottom band up and over to the center. Up and over to the center. And up and over to the center. and push down. Okay? Now you're going to grab your next band, and it's basically this step over and over, and just like the Hexafish, you'll start to see it come out the other end, and it's going to look really fat. And when you push down on it hard enough or pull it down, it'll straighten out. Okay, so I'm actually going to do this probably another 5 bands over before I am going to fast forward through this part until it is coming out through the end. And then I'll show you what I mean by pulling it down and it thinning out. Alright, this is an example of incorrectly overlapped bands. You want to make sure that the teal is on the top because it's on the top on every single other band. Next one. Okay, I'm just going to do 2 more bands. So at this point, if you want, you can pause the video because I am just going to go to the part of the video where I am pulling a good amount of the bracelet. So after this, the next band, I'm just going to go to the part where I'm thinning out the bracelet. Alright, so I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I got to the point where it's starting to come out through the bottom. And this makes for a very interesting pattern, and I'm working on a way for it to maintain this look. But for the time being, what this is the fat part of the regular Hexafish, but in this version it's flat. So you can actually pull this really hard. And as you can see, when you pull it really hard, it starts to flatten out. And that's the coolest part. This part right here, you'll just have to pull a different way. And these blues are going to be what we're actually clipping later on. So now that you've flattened it out, you can continue. And I'm going to grab my next rubber band, apply it on top, bottom left to top right, use my hook, and continue. Push down, make some space, and repeat. Alright, so again, I'm just going to do 5 more bands before I just skip towards clipping. Alright, so you can pause right now, and I will be back once I am almost at the end. Okay, so I am nearing the end. I feel like my bracelet is getting to the point where it is long enough. So I'm just gonna do 2 more bands before I clip it. Okay. That one. Okay, so at this point, what I'm going to do is bring up still that bottom one. Alright, so as you can see, there's an orange on top and there's a pink on the bottom. I'm bringing just the bottom pink up and over so that there is only one band left. On each peg. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this band, this orange onto here, and this orange onto here. So go from the inside, that way it's harder to lose. And be very careful on this step because it does have a high risk of breaking a band. Okay. Now once I do that, I'm going to bring this bottom right band to the center and this top band to the center. So again, go from the inside of the peg. Don't pull it from here because it will slip. Go inside, gently get around those corners and bring it up. Okay. And then again from this side. Again, go from inside of the peg. Rotate your hook so that the hook is facing away from where the tension is coming from. Okay, and once you do that, just push down and then grab your next color. So mine's gonna be a yellow. This time you want to cap the band. Cap it and then put it over just like so. And at this point you want to grab all 3 ends of that bottom band and bring it up and over. Okay, and then you want to go to the other side, and just like how you did that, you want to grab all 3 bottom bands, those oranges, bring it up and over. And then once you do that, push down a little bit, and you want to grab these two yellows from the inside of the peg, bring it up, and then put it over. Okay, you want to go over this peg right here, just like so. Alright, and now you can grab a C-clip and tight grip on the end, just like so. Hold your pointer finger over, go about halfway in, and then pull up, and then make sure that you have all four ends. And in this case I do. Now I do. And then once you do that, pull it out, and as you can see, that is a flat Hexafish or Flexafish. And this is the funnest part, because I'm going to straighten it out. So again, while you're holding onto this clip, you don't want it to fall off. Just pull, and there you go. Now what you want to do is, from this end, you'll see that this navy blue has this loose part and then these navy blues that are over here in the center. You want to grab all of those ends just like so, and you want to clip all of these onto the other end of the clip. So an easy way to do this is to get your loom, put all four of these ends back on the loom like that. Okay, you could use your fingers if it helps. And then you want to bring it so that it's straight, and then either push down or pull up depending on which way your clip is facing. And there you go. And that is the completed flat Hexafish. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, post photos of your completed Flexafishes on Facebook /Justin's Toys or Instagram #Justin's Toys. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.